is Dr. O'Hara. I'm going to pick up again. I'm giving you some information on the formatting for journal articles in the reference list. So one thing I wanted to point out that other sources use other styles than APA style, and you need to be able to translate this into APA style. So I wanted to show you how you can figure out the parts that you need in order to format for APA style. So I copied this from PubMed, which is AMA style. So here's the name of the journal. Notice how they use abbreviations and APA does not. Notice how the publication date includes the month and APA does not use that. Then here's the volume number and here's the issue number, and APA puts a period here for the supplement. And then there's the page numbers, and AMA uses this little shortcut and APA does not, so you need to put in all the page numbers. What I'll say in your paper is, does page 22 come before page 716? No, so that's why you need to put in the 7 there. And then in AMA style, they put a space after the colon and the DOI, and APA does not. Also, AMA puts a period at the end of the DOI, and APA does not. Notice how they capitalize all the words for the title of the article, and APA only capitalizes the first word of the title, subtitle, any proper nouns. And notice how they use the first name and the last name, and they put in the degrees of each of the authors. So sometimes this can help you if you know that this is the way they list their authors' names, to figure out if this is a first name or a last name. This is true with French names and with Korean names and Chinese names. So I took all this information and I put it into APA style here. So here's the last name of the author with the comma, with the initials for Wen Chang. So I put the period there, and then you put in the hyphen for the hyphenated name, but there's no extra space. And then there's the initial with the period and the comma, and then you go on to the next author. Capitalize the first word of the title, subtitle, any proper nouns. Medicaid is a proper noun, so it's capitalized. And then there's a comma before the volume number. The title of the journal and the volume number are in italics. Here's the abbreviation for supplemental. There's a period there. Then there's a comma, and then here's the range of pages. And then with the DOI, there's no space there, and there's no period at the end. Here's some other ones that you'll see. These are journals that are do not have a print component. They're only published on the internet. So sometimes it's hard to figure out. So this is the Iranian Red Crescent Medical Journal. Here's the publication date, 2014. They have this exact date, and here's the volume number and the issue number, and then they use an article number. They don't use a page number because they don't need page numbers. But APA does not use the article number, so you have to count the number of pages, and in this case there were 8, so the range of pages will be 1 to 8. In this one here, the British Medical Journal, the volume number is 7, the issue number is 8, and there are 13 pages in the article. I counted them, so the range is 1 to 13. Okay, for books, the way the author's name is formatted the same. So it's the last name with a comma, with the initials with a space in between. There's one space after a comma. There's a space and then the ampersand for the last author's name in the list. Capitalize the first word of the title, subtitle, any proper nouns, but for books, the title is in italics. The edition number is in parentheses but not in italics, and it's lowercase here. And then you have the city and the state where the publisher is located, and then the name of the publisher. So if there's a volume number and an edition number, then the volume number comes first. I just took a little poetic license there to show you that. And if you have a foreign city like Geneva, Switzerland, or Berlin, Germany, put in the city and the country and the name of the publisher. And remember, you cannot use a password-protected DOI or URL. And then if you get the electronic version of the APA manual, there are some examples for Kindle sources if you use those. Okay, I'm going to stop here, and then we'll pick it up again for reports.